Okay, let's do it. Okay, here we go. All right, today is the 23rd of April, Friday. Yes, Friday. You know, I love Friday because that's the day, there's last trading day. Then tomorrow I can rest. Now, tomorrow I don't have anything else, so I can really take a good rest. Okay, but of course, tomorrow at about 10:30 a.m., I will be doing the social network, the TWB social network debrief. All right, to brief on people who want to participate in this. And of course, if you really want to try, you can contact Keng Hua and he will bring you in for tomorrow's Zoom session. Okay, it's not opened, so it's only for people who really want to join in. Okay. All right, now today, this morning, MAO is all right. The caption for this morning is tax. Is it a new issue? Nope, of course. Now, we all know that Biden has said this when he came into the White House. He already tell you guys that we're going to increase the tax sooner or later, especially on the rich people, right? And that is how Democrats works, okay? This one you might understand. The only thing that was a stunner was that he was saying that it's about 22 or 23%. I can't remember exactly the number. And this time around, it's 40%. So, of course, that really spooked the market for a bit. But you must understand that there's two things must go through first. First of all, he must still get the whole house to actually, accept it. But of course, it will likely go through. All right. And then after that, right, the market itself already know about it from day one. So it's just an initial knee-jerk effect. And of course, end of the day is how market now want to see this sudden increment. All right. If they say that it's fine because end of the day, the money was still going to help the economy, the market will just brush it off and continue the buying. But on the flip side, if the market say, okay, fine, it's a good time now to take profit, and then that is where some selling is expected to come. All right. So this is going to be what I believe will happen later down the weeks. All right. Okay. All right. Once again, good morning to you. All right. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Judy, good morning to you. All right. So later on in the MAO part 2, where I do the alternate market views, okay, I'll talk about the VIX indicator, I'll talk about the yields, I'll talk about the Bloomberg dollar index, and of course, this is a very interesting case study done by someone, which is a secret apparently. All right, to show you the problem recently in America. So this will be during the second part of the morning MAO, part 2. All right. Okay, so now the thing is this. Sorry, I think I didn't change the title. Okay, let me just change the title. Today was a very crazy day for me. I had so many messages coming in today. Oh gosh. Okay. Coinbase and Cathie Wood. All right. So the thing is this, I will address Cathie Wood as C.W. easier. All right. So what happened is that you saw, right, this Cathie Wood, all right, she basically came in, her ARK investment, all right, came in to buy more Coinbase, all right, another 244,000 Coinbase shares worth $76 million, all right, stemming in through two funds, okay. Now, the thing is this, for her to buy, you must understand a very important buy. She's buying for a long term. So please understand this. She's a little bit like Warren Buffett, which is why they call her as a Warren Buffett, the female version, okay? So do understand that she's buying for a long term. And obviously, like what Warren Buffett has said, if the price got cheaper and you think its value is there, buy, okay? So, of course, seriously, yesterday, the share price did not really do well. It was at $310, and then it just dropped to $290. All right, down by another $20, which is about almost 8%. Okay, about 8%. So the question is this, all right? You look at it carefully from the day itself when she started to buy. Yeah, that's Monday, because she bought from 4 days ago, right? So back then, the Coinbase share was at $342. Okay, that was the high back then in terms of closing. And from 342, it's dropped to now 288.88. What a good price, man. What a solid price. Okay, so the thing is this is down by almost $54. Now, $54 is definitely more than 10%. All right, so the question is this. The question is this, okay? What do we see from here itself, right? So obviously the point that is ongoing right now is, will the Coinbase counter recover? Okay, so if you ask me, right, I told you guys Coinbase is a very interesting structure. They actually have people able to sell their share upon the IPO, right? So that's why there is still some selling, some insiders are still selling. All right, so of course, maybe Cathie Wood will keep on buying while people sell. Then after that, there's something going to come out again, and maybe the cryptocurrency market will recover, and then that's where she will make a lot of money. All right, this is one way I look at it. You asked me when to buy this Coinbase. I would say I wait for a while, but definitely, right, you must understand she's buying for long term. So you must differentiate, huh? All right, so of course, if Cathie Wood has our indicator, okay, if Cathie Wood actually have our indicator, then it'll be better for her, right? Because this is where she buy on Thursday, this is where she buy on Wednesday, this is buy on Tuesday, and this is where she bought on Monday. All right, so the thing is this, on Sunday, that is where the market crashed down, right? The flash crash. So if Cathie would have our indicator and she knows that it has turned to yellow to red and KSI show the whales are selling, then maybe she shouldn't be buying. But on a flip note, it's all right. Who knows? She basically knows that it's going to happen. So she's buying cheap at the moment. All right. Every day, just buy it cheap. So make sure of that. Now, why am I sharing this? Because I'm just informing you that maybe she's going to be right soon. All right. Why do I say that? Because our KCX indicator for Bitcoin has just came out. Yes, it has just came out. So later on at 2 p.m. when I do my cryptocurrency sharing, please be around because you really want to buy or really try to look at a buy area so they can do this. Don't forget, cryptocurrency, the high was 64,000, okay, recently, all right? So today is 51,000 or 52,000 right now. So it's a very good discount of almost 20%. So later on, please be around because you're definitely gonna like it, okay? And do note that the whales are actually seemingly reducing, right? When the whales reduce, you will really like to be involved in the market sooner, all right? So guys, later on, I'll see you at 2 p.m. Don't be late, okay? It's gonna be really good stuff later on, okay? All right, so for those who are gonna later join me at 2 p.m., can you key the word me, M-E? If you're gonna join me at 2 p.m. later, right, key the word ME right now so I see roughly how many of you is going to be coming on. Because you really don't want to miss this, all right? We have missed so much good opportunity and we waited for so long for this KCX day chart to appear and finally it's in. The saddest thing is that you're actually not there. All right, that would be very sad, right? Indeed, correct or not, right? That would be very, very sad. So let me see how many of you are interested to make some money out of cryptocurrency Bitcoin later. Ah, wow, okay. Wow, there's so many of you now coming in. Cool, right? Yeah, that's it. I want to see more, right? I want to see all of you guys coming in. It's time to make money, guys, really. You know, I'm not a perpetual bear. I do go long too, just that we go long at the right time, right? So similarly, this cryptocurrency now at this point could be a right time, could be. All right, if it's wrong, we just cut and just, wait for next round, okay? Cool, that's it, guys. Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys later online, all right? Cool. Okay, now remember this childhood story, right? Now, Three Little Pig, Three Little Pig, I like this story, right? Because Three Little Pig, there's two versions, right? The version that we know, right? Do you know that Three Little Pig got two versions? Seriously? Do you know that Three Little Pig got two versions actually? Yeah, the nicer version itself, right? The three pigs actually go to the same house, right? But the second version that I actually read when it was childhood, they actually left only one pig. Do you remember that? How many of you remember that there's actually two versions for Three Little Pig? All right. One version is that the three pigs all went to the same house, right? The one with the bricks, and then they survive. All right. The other version is that two pigs perish, and then the last one survive. All right. How many of you actually remember this? Okay. Anyway, he huffed and he puffed, but he still got outbid. So what I'm trying to say is that, right, you can lie all you want, you can say all the things you want, all the negative stuff, and end of the day is that, right, you still can't beat us. Okay, so that is what I'm trying to say in this picture here. So now, why is this picture there? Because the stock market, right, okay, where so many people calling for bear, including myself, but the thing is that, right, the market just simply don't care. The market just simply buy. They're not going to help. So the thing is, end of the day, right, we can do all we want, but if the market going to stay strong, that is cool. But only when the cracks are coming into the bricks, that is where things start to really get a problem. So at the moment now, things still look okay, but there's some fine cracks now, just that it's still all right. So that is where this cartoon coming from, okay? All right, so I can't get a better resolution on this, probably my fault, but anyway, I like this quote. However, difficult life may seem, there is always something you can do and succeed at. And that is what I'm doing right now. And I wish you also do that. Now, there'll be time of difficulty, even in trading, all right? There'll be days whereby you just long and then the market come off, you short, the market goes up. It happened just on Dow recently. I mean, people ask me, Kel, why is the market behaving like this? Then I tell them this, look, this is part of a transitory. Okay, I'm using the Federal Reserve word. This is telling you that, right, there will be a big movement coming soon. I repeat one more time. We just saw a zebra formation under the TWB system, which means that we're going to see a big movement coming soon. I don't know how is it going to develop. It could be all the way up. It could be all the way down. I don't know, right? So the only thing is this, we just prepare ourselves. And that is the reason why, you know, no matter how difficult it is, we are here. Trade the Boys family members are always here to support one another. So you notice that nowadays more and more students are coming back because they realize that they went around after they left us, right? They realize that the support from other schools may not be that fantastic, or at least we are always there. So they realize that and they're coming back. And this is where we are growing, right? To quote what Cynthia used her words, is about the right way. And we're doing it right now to make sure that you guys get the best of it, okay? So let's do it together. Let's not give up, all right? So do note once again, every morning, right? I try to be 8:30, but you know, sometimes really this morning from 6:30 a.m., I have so many messages coming in. Oh my God, so many messages, okay? So I'm sorry that I started at 8:45, but it's always within 8:30 to 8:45, sure, around there, unless something really terrible happened. Okay, but 2 o'clock, I'll be sharp because why? I can control my time, and I try to do everything finished by 2 p.m. sharp. I will go live. Now, do note one thing. Morning MAO is for all the students, okay, that are our members, okay, on the TWB revision group, which is right now you're seeing. The afternoon MAO will be in the Trade with the Boys main Facebook page, not in the revision. Now, why is that so? Because we need to really share more stuff to people who really want to know about cryptocurrency. So that's why it'll be on the Trade with the Boys main page. So yes, and you need to toggle between both of them. One is revision in the morning, one is the main page, all right? I'm so sorry that we can't put the same place, but for business point of view, we have to do, all right? So just take note of that. There'll be 2 different places for this. Now, if you basically doesn't want the Facebook version, you want to hear the YouTube version, we do upload both videos later down this evening or next day morning, all right? So if you prefer that you don't mind watching this later part, you don't want it live, then of course you can watch the YouTube version, okay? The YouTube version. Okay, cool, huh? All right. So by the way, wow, you guys are very fast. Apparently it's right, Monday to Wednesday, we have this cryptocurrency setup, right? Okay, on the 26th of April and 28th of April. 26 is fully booked. 28, I think, is almost fully booked. So good guys, you are doing the right thing, all right? Make some money from the financial market and then slowly diversify into the cryptocurrency world. Now, I say again, whether it's too high or will that go higher, we won't know, right? But the thing is this, to me itself, right? Any price, if the price goes lower, to me, just buy some, right? No one can predict the low of the market, but we can actually just buy some. Now, some people say, Kel, what if it really one day crashes? Like what people say, like Ray Dalio say that eventually you become nothing. Well, first of all, I think it's going to be quite difficult to have that happen. Second of all, should that really happen, okay, then of course we know that a lot of counters today has connection with this Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency. What can we do? Yes, we can short the market, which means that, right, although we may have some money, some patent money put on the side to just for development and growth and passive income, but if the market really decided one day to go for the kill, all right, then what we can do, we can short a lot of counters. I mean, first of all, Coinbase will be shorted, that's for sure. Then how about this cryptocurrency, like, I mean, sorry, those companies that using the crypto, right? I mean, using Bitcoin, like Tesla. So you see my point here is, right, there's so many things you can do. You don't need to think that bad. But as I say, history has proven, right? If the SEC allow Coinbase to go up on listing, do you think, in my opinion, do you think that they will let this cryptocurrency really go down? I mean, that's a big question mark. If you ask yourself this, and if really this happened as well, right, do you know that the legal problem that will happen, the repercussion will be so crazy? So seriously, in my opinion, the answer is no. Okay, we will see incredible pullback because they may want to wipe out away all the altcoin because there's a lot of Ponzi scam going around. But that will be all, okay, in my personal opinion. All right, disclaimer as usual. Please understand this. I'm here to share here to inform you some important stuff. End of the day, you use it as a learning aid, okay? And do consider carefully before you trade and accept that, you know, you have identified me. All right, I'll give you 5 seconds now to either stay on or leave, okay? But once you stay on, that means that you are going to identify me. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, done deal. Okay. All right, so Biden new proposal. Okay, apparently he's expecting a capital gain tax of 39.6%, so over 40%. Huh? Okay, that was a bit of stunner. Okay, that is where people got shocked about that. But it's for education and childcare. Wow, okay. So he seems to be a much better president compared to Donald Trump. All right. I mean, seriously, I've been saying that, right? He should be a better one, that's for sure. So apparently the market didn't really like it. All right, the market sold off. All right, but you must understand, end of the day is that is the price you pay for civilization. So it is true, right? You need this money, and obviously the last $1.9 trillion had literally wiped out the treasuries. So they need to put back in again. So this is not really something that we don't know. So it's just like I passed the money to you back then in 1.9 trillion. Now I take it back. Hey, sound familiar, right? I think we in Singapore know this very well. But the only difference that we take chicken wing, we give back a chicken. Okay, anyway. That is the point, all right? Now, this thing is the one that is ongoing a little bit, and I got this little bit inkling. When B117 came out, right, I wasn't, in my mind, just didn't feel that, I don't feel that this B117 is going to be a problem. I don't know why, I just has this feeling, okay? Maybe the name is a problem. So, but then again, but today, apparently now there's a new COVID variant detected at Texas A&M lab, and this one, whoa, wow. It actually shows antibody resistance and more severe illness in the young people. Oh, this is really bad. And they use this name as BV1. Somehow or other, this name really hit me. BV1. I don't know why. I just feel that this name is something important. All right, BV1. Okay. And how does it look like? Let me show it to you now. This is how it looks like. Wow, look at it. It is really same like COVID, right? But it's a bit different. It's like a little bit much scarier, a little bit more potent. All right, and this is the look like. So these are the blood plasma, and this is the COVID, the virus. So, and look at all the hooks there, really going and attach those stuff. So I'm not too sure. Just think that this BV1 must be very careful. And apparently now, right, they're saying this again. All right, apparently this doctor says that summer COVID risk dropping, but winter could see case spike. Summer risk dropping. Let us be upfront here, guys. We saw this before. Last year, when Donald Trump was still around, he already told the whole world that, don't worry, when it comes to summer, right, the hot temperature will kill off the virus. Remember that? And that was in March, April, May. And apparently what happened? The numbers did not go down. The numbers shoot up instead. So I don't know, again, where they get this idea from, but apparently it's right. We did saw the winter numbers shooting up higher. So all I can say is this, please mask up, guys. All right, keep your distance and play safe. You really don't want to be hit wrongly, right? So this BV1 itself, don't know why, I just feel a little bit not comfortable with this. I just want you guys to be careful, okay? And it hit younger people. So guys, don't think that you are young, you won't get hit, okay? Please understand this. Okay, so we went through a week of this, all the pretty good earnings. Sorry, I did not cover this tree yesterday. I don't know how's the earnings. I think it should be okay, reasonable. Today is American Express. Okay, so this one, still nothing much. The one is next week. Okay, I repeat, next week is the one that's going to be a key one. Okay, Google, Starbucks, AMD, Facebook, we have the Amazon. Okay, all these are the big one, right? Next week, all right. Of course, Federal Reserve will have the rate decision, which obviously will be zero. I mean, no movement, sorry. So I say that next week is a big week, okay? So traders, be standby for this big week next week. Okay, so look at the US market right now. That's a quick one before the Hang Seng open. The Dow Jones initially was okay, firming nicely at 34,000. Then no problem. Then I was so tired, I just knocked off already. But before I know it, boom, wow, the market slammed down all the way for 1.5 hours from 34,100 dropped by 300 points. Okay, that's because when Biden came out the news. But as usual, from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., for 2 a.m. to 4 a.m., the market came back to buy again. So it's a typical thing that it always happens from 2 a.m. I think that's how I just saw Arun buying again at the bottom here, right? He woke up at 3 a.m. to buy. See, that's how you do it. You know, if you want to make money, you really need to make, you want to make money, then you just have to do something, right? If you wake up at 3 a.m., do 3 a.m. If 2 a.m., then 2 a.m. I think that is the only way. You need to put effort in this. No one is able to predict future, but we can actually use the past pattern for our trading. Isn't it true? Okay, so what happened is that the Dow closed down 300 points. Okay, I think there's some anime issue here, but still end of the day is this. The reason is just basically because of Joe Biden. Right, of course, yesterday the unemployment data was reasonable, okay. Right, but the thing is this, okay. So the thing is that the main thing was Joe Biden news. So immediately when he said, the market just dropped down, right, pretty fast. So again, yes, it's 34.3, correct, as high as 43.4% for the wealthy America. And of course, the high capital gain is 339.6. Okay, so that is the reason why people are getting upset. Capital gain, you are taxing me at as much as 39.6%. Now the current is 20%, so it's a lot, right? But you must understand the stock market went up so much itself, right? So it's just like I gave you a lot of money first, then now by theory you give it back. But of course, the way is that it also depending on people whether they go speak the truth. You know that what happened to Donald Trump, right? How much he had paid his taxes. Oh my God, it's really incredible. Less than $1,000. So you think about this. So to me, it's a mover, but we all know that, right? A lot of things they can implement, but end of the day is people will need to follow, or they can find a way to go around it through creative, right? Creative stuff. Okay, so excuse me, need some water. So now the news is pretty clear. It's about the capital gain tax that people are talking about it. But if the market is okay, fine, no problem, we can accept this, absorb this, digested it, and then let's buy again. It is possible. So guys, before you like go into a mode of, oh, must sell already, right? Just go slow, okay? Because you must understand, I repeat myself, Biden already said he will do it from the day he stepped into the office. And of course, there were initial knee-jerk back then. But after that itself, the Dow went back up again, 1,500 points from 33,000. So do note that, right? This is not something that we don't know. This is very, very important, okay? Very important. Okay, so let's look at the Dow. Now, my day chart got a problem yesterday, so I can't get you the day chart. But you can see the entire day, it was like really, really not moving, all right? So the first wave came down here, and it stopped at the KTR -1. Now, we do note, right, the KSI, the day chart was green in color, okay? So that's why the market did a support CCRY here. Now, the only thing is that it was still on the way up when suddenly Biden news came out, right? And that's why the market came back down. It was a pretty heavy selling, all right? But after that, it rebounded because it just failed to go below KTR -3. So, which means that yesterday, seriously, there ain't really much movement, really no much indication of where the market will go. It was a movement at the back. So seriously, traders, yesterday was not an easy day, all right? It wasn't an easy day because there's no movement totally at all. Okay, all right. So with that itself, let's look at the market right now. There we go. Okay, I just cleaned out some of my charts yesterday. I not really cleaned up all, but I just want to show you this. Okay, so this is the Dow Jones in the long-term chart now. I'm basically charting what happened back in 2019 across with 2020. So it seems to be we are having a same movement. Even the angle is almost identical. All right, so the Dow will still continue to go up until really it breaks down the channel. So at the moment now, it seems to be quite far away for the channel to be broken. So I don't think there's much of an issue there. Now, I basically put together the all-time high indicator there just to show you. And yesterday, you can see the market broke the MLP, and that's where the Dow came off. So today, the MLP is somehow the same because apparently yesterday's the two bars there, right? The white and the black has the most same range. So the MLP is about the same. The only thing is that the MA30 is still it's getting a little bit higher, and now it's at 33,603 level. So all I can say is this is telling me that there is a congregation here, a congestion area or a sideway. So all you can do is try for traditional traders. They will do something like this, drawing a triangle here. So the triangle is either going to be upside in this way or downside in this manner. All right. So at the moment now, if you ask me, I will prefer to look for buy situation here, which means that if the market do pull back to 33,600 level, I do suspect that there will be some buying there at the MA30. All right, I suspect only lah. Whether it manifests or not, that's another thing. But at least I know that, right, at 33,600 will be a level that I'll be watching for the Dow Jones. Okay, so that is the Dow Jones for you. All right, 33,600. All right, so that is the first one. And the Dow weekly is still okay, but the weekly chart has a bit of downer now. It's actually at the lower end. So actually the weekly chart doesn't look that nice, okay, not pretty. Now, when the weekly chart closed negative, right, we do see the next week initially there will be some profit taking. I repeat, whenever you see a black candle, the next week there is usually a little tail. You can see that? Yeah, it's like a very consistent thing, all right? So there will be some selling the next week if this really happen. All right, if it really happened, right? Something like this. But of course, they may not, but this didn't really all happen. Sorry, it was here. Yeah, okay. All right, so just watch out for this, my friends. But of course, on the flip side, after the initial selling, if the market can go back above the opening price of the week, wow, the market will go up again, right? So you see, there's two sides of the coin. So next week, maybe there's some selling, but after that, maybe the market will go back up again. So this is the pattern over the last few weeks. So maybe you can take note of that. Huh? So watch out for some downer. Then after that, if the market goes above opening price of the week, the market will go back up again. Okay, so this is the market have been ongoing now. And there's a Federal Reserve doing that. Oh, okay, Hong Kong has opened. I went through the time. Oh, apology. All right, so Hong Kong has just opened. Okay, Hong Kong today, the MLP is here, very nearby. Wait a minute. Now move. Here we go. Right, Hong Kong today and the MA30 is so near to one another, so near, okay? So which means that for today, Hong Kong must watch the MA30, which is about 28,700 level, right? The MA30 for Hang Seng is 28,700 level, and the Hang Seng now is trying to stay above it, okay? Now there's a gap down, and that means in short. Okay, it's a gap down. Okay, all right. So as long as the market has stayed above the MA 28,700, it should be fine. It should be fine. All right. Yeah, I need some water. Yeah. Right. Thank you, Doris. Okay. Good. I'll see you next week, Doris. Okay. So that is Hang Seng for the MA chart. Looks very tight, right? So nothing much to see. Let's look at this one. It'll be a bit better. Okay, here we go. Okay, so today, okay, very interesting, very interesting. You see that, my friends? You see, this is the opening price of the day, right? And now the market is trading higher than the opening price. But you can see that the bar is still red in color, right? So you can see that our colors are nothing to do with the opening on the closing. So apparently people still keep on saying that our chart is Heiken Ashi, right? I just cannot understand this. I tell you it's not ready. How can that be? All right, so please understand that, okay? So now it's a red bar, and it's above opening, okay? Anyway, why is the market going to be positive first? Because the KSI is green in color. It's green in color. So which means that the market will still have upside potential. So with that, the market today may still go and test the pivot one, and that's at 28,848 level. All right. But of course, if there's going to be any problem in the market and the market dip down, the first contact point is a KCB level at 28,661. Okay. So this one will be the level that I'll be watching at. If Hang Seng do pull back, Hang Seng will test this level first. 28,661. Okay, See, very precise. I give you a number, you look out for that. But the thing is this, as you can see, when the KSI is green in color, right? The market, each time it comes out the KCB, each time the market rebound. And look at how incredible the KCB yesterday did. It gave you the exact level, 28,532, and you market just buy up from that. That is how insane our system is. Really insane. How can that be done? A number that we use on the chart and the market just go there. And when it reach there itself, rather than going down, if the market rebound, because we know that the KSI is green, we should look for buy. And the market really hit that point and rebound. Oh my God. Don't you realize that this TWB indicator itself, right, is really amazing. Really amazing. You can really tell anybody to look at these numbers and then wait. Just have to wait, and then when the market comes to that point, and if you see the what do you call the pattern, you just buy. Pretty cool, right? Okay, now Hang Seng is trying to fight at the opening price. I'll come back to this later. Okay, so let's look at the Dow Jones now. Okay, Dow Jones. There we go. Wow, this is scary. Okay, let me explain this slowly to all of you today, very slowly. First of all, today the number one thing to take note is today is an inverse pivot day. Inverse pivot. Now, inverse pivot means that both of them is going to be very, the pivot line will be very strong. They will try to draw the market up or pull it down. Now, at this moment, it seems that it's trying to pull the market higher towards pivot 2. And that is 34,185. Okay. Now, on the flip side, if the Dow Jones drop below opening price, the market will draw it down towards 33,736. This one you must understand. So the opening price is very critical, and the direction. So take note of that. Okay, the two numbers there, 34185 and 33736. Okay, very important. Number 2. Wow, look at this. This is a zebra, yellow, red, yellow, red. Now, what does it mean? Now, we won't know which side the market will be going, but based on the KSI, it seems that the market is more towards the buy side. So as long as the market stays with OP, the Dow Jones may actually recover again. I know that some people are like, oh my God, yeah, it's very tiring indeed. Buy, sell, buy, sell. All right. But zebra tell us that the upside and downside is going to come. Now, if you notice this, okay, the range of this entire zebra, I'm going to just show you the range right now. This entire zebra range is about 500 points. So I'm going to just quote you a number right here off screen, right? Which means that, right, just roughly, right, if this number here is 34,185, all I can say is this, you add another 500 points in. All right, that will give you a number. All right, you take this point here, which is 33,736, you minus 500. So what do you get? Anybody can give me numbers? All right, what's the first number? The top number and the second number. Can anyone do me a favor? All right, what do you see? All right, 34,500. You get 34,685. So which means that I'm saying if the Dow Jones had to move, okay, start to move, and because of the zebra formation, right? So I expect the Dow to hit 34,685 if really the Dow goes up. On a flip note, if the Dow Jones goes down, then 33,236, okay, will be the number that the Dow may be going down. So I'm giving you two numbers today to watch out for. And the two numbers is 34,685 and 33,236. So this number will be the numbers for you guys to watch out for in terms of when the Dow goes up or down. These will be two numbers. So the risk management is very simple. If you are buying, then you know that, right? Okay, you can buy all the way towards 34,685. So your reward is already there. Your risk, you just control how much you're willing to lose. Then you just basically calculate that, and that's it. All right. So that is how you're going to play this game. Okay. Pretty simple. Huh? All right. Thank you guys for contributing, Allison and Luis. All right. Okay. Got it. Huh? Okay. Now, number 3. Yeah, number 3. Yeah. Look at this. This is my TSCB here. TSCB. And this number, wow. This number is very powerful. 33,810. Okay. You can see that, right? This one was created here and here. So this thing created this 33,810. All the PTP students will know how I created this. But what is amazing is the way it basically get itself supported. Oh my God, look at it. Look at the way the 3 of them, or 4 of them, the 4 candles, the closing is near there, or the opening is near there, or the low is near there, or if not, it's crazy. It's as if that they know this number exists, 33,810. All right, now look at it. Look at the way the market is playing around with it. So all I can say is this 33,810 is a very powerful number. As long as the market stays above 33,810 right now, the Dow will go up. So you see that if just now you just buy 33,810 on just a gamble, you make 50 points already. Cool, right? But if the Dow Jones go below 33,810, then of course you see some selling. All right, but you can see that almost every time the market ended above it. So what I'm trying to say is this. If the market take this 33,810 so seriously, right, you should also take it seriously. Which means that if it stays above it, you can stay long. But if the market really goes below it and close below it, we'll be in trouble. So that's why I'm going to put this here extra one more step. If the Dow Jones stays below 33,810, the probability of the Dow Jones going down to 33,236 is going to be very, very high. But on the flip side, if the Dow Jones can stay above 33,810, then of course the Dow Jones can go to 34,685. Okay, so got it clear? Well, today this Dow Jones, analysis is pretty cool, right? Right. Okay, if you like this, if you really like this, Richard. Your TSCB is supporting the Dow. If you remove it, Dow will fall immediately. Okay, I going to call up. This Jerome Powell, Janet Yellen, Biden later on and see whether are we the same page. Okay, you are always a joker, Richard. Anyway, thanks you, Richard. Now, guys, this is really good, right? If you like what I just shared with you, please key the word like, L-I-K-E. All right, right. This is going to be important because it seemed to be crazy, right? We talked about this 3 days ago. 33,810. 2 days ago, yesterday, and today is still really the 33,810 is so incredible. A number that we forecasted days ago, and then it's actually really happening. Serious, right? That is why you have one of the best system, my friends. Really, if you actually practice this and understand how you utilize it, you guys going to be rich like M Trader. I'm very, very sure of that. Okay, guys, thank you so much for all your likes. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Okay, I need you just be, let's just be a bit more fun here itself. All right, so that is the third one. The fourth one, which is the, I lost track of my mind. Okay, yeah, sorry, my bad. Okay, so we have the Zebra with the TSCB. We have the KSI. Okay, and of course you have the cage. At the moment now, the cage is still very firmly above it. So you can see that overall itself, the market just, more towards the buy side. Okay, Pius, are you talking about the whole day? Yeah, the whole day. Yeah, the whole day. As long as the market goes down to 33,810, just monitor a little bit. Okay, all right. The cage itself is still very strong. As long as you see that the market stays above the RL, it's going to be very strong. So overall, unless the new cage develop. So I'm going to say up front here, at the moment now, the cage is supporting the market. But if there's a new cage develop, right, the whole thing may twist a bit. So do watch out for changes of the cage. But don't worry, the cage will not change like that. It will change every day. After they finish, right, if there's a new cage, it will show you. So don't worry now, it's still pretty okay, all right? Now, also, the thing is, this is all the KCB here. Can you see all the KCB? All the KCB there tells you that the market, every time hit the KCB, the market rebounded from there. So these are all the technical lines that you can watch out for, and you can use it again. For those who like to go long, okay, you can do that. Arun, you're so naughty. Hey, I thought you're always up by 9 o'clock. Okay, anyway, this is the Dow Jones for today. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty comprehensive sharing today. So I hope that you guys like it. Okay, all right. Okay, let me just do a screenshot here. Oops, for myself. Yeah, hold on. I mean, of course, I say so many things every day. Sometimes I also lost track what I say. Really, right? I just do a quick marketing for myself. Okay, oops, my wife is there. Okay. Okay, all right. So that is for the Dow Jones for today. Very comprehensive stuff. Okay. Okay, so that is the Dow about the NASDAQ then. Okay, the NASDAQ, right, you can see that it's off the all-time high and it's lowering a little bit. But of course, the MLP fresh from the oven because I removed a lot of lines today. And the MA30 is quite far, is getting nearer, getting nearer. All right, MA200 is still far away. So for today, as I see, as long as the market stays above opening price, should be no problem. But of course, if there's a tax issue, right, obviously the NASDAQ counters will not be the one that people will be affected, like that's for sure. So that's why you see the NASDAQ reacting a little bit to the downer. Okay, now for this itself, right, you can see very clearly that the NASDAQ is very near the MA30, all right? It's very near to the MA30. So because of that itself, you need to be around watching this 16,600, sorry, 13,635. This is the thing to watch out for. 13,635, this is MA30. And we have seen this before. I've seen this before many times. If the market can stay above MA30, usually it will recover. And FYI itself, right? Okay, M Trader actually last time she bought somewhere around here for her NASDAQ. And that is where she made hundreds of thousands of dollars, okay, by doing this. Hundreds of thousands. Yeah, just a couple of weeks, 2-3 weeks only. Really, I'm not kidding you. All right, so watch out for this. Who knows, you'll be making the hundreds of thousands also at the same time. All right, so those PTP students of mine, if you have attended yesterday's session, you will know what I'm trying to say. Okay, you know what to do, right? Use the high reward leverage hedge game. Okay, the concept to do that. Okay, so that is the NASDAQ. So let's look at NASDAQ with our Dow right now. Sorry, NASDAQ on our TWB chart. Okay, okay, so what we have is a bit different now. This is something very scary. Okay, the downside for this NASDAQ is that the KSI is red. So you can see that the KSI has been turning red since this day, which is about 3 days ago. And because of that itself, right, we do see the NASDAQ coming off a bit. And of course, you can see the NASDAQ as went up yesterday and come down. Now, this is actually called a single yellow. Now, this is actually not a very good sign. This is a single yellow, right? Single yellow, when it happened, right, the market next day has to stay firm. If the market doesn't stay firm and goes down, right, then the single yellow will actually create a problem, and that will cause repercussion across the board. So I would like to say this, very important, all right, be careful on this. Now, you can see that the TSCB was very firm over here, and that's why you can see, right, okay, let me just show it to you, the TSCB first. Let me clear this for you. Now, I want you guys to see the power of TSCB first, the power of it. Now, you see this is the TSCB point A and B. Okay, this is point A and the one in front is B. And so this number which we got is 12,654 developed from this day onwards. So what happened is that the market went down, then went up, then went down, then went up, then came down, right? But you notice that the way once it hit the TSCB point, it starts to give you initial sell side. But once it goes above it, it goes up. So it's exactly they inform you how this one worked for our Dow, right? And what is amazing is this point here. Can you see that? The NASDAQ came down, touched the TSCB point, which is 12,654. And after that, wow, the NASDAQ just go ballistic, right? Okay, so the question why I'm trying to bring it is because, let's say, if this is going to be a single yellow, and the market doesn't like what is happening right now, and the market take profit, and let's say there is no concern, no new TSCB form, then by theory, all right, be very careful because there's a lot of chocolate bar that is here. These are all the chocolate bar. Chocolate bar and this KCB is different because chocolate bar are fresh. KCB are used and it's a strong support or resistance. So there are a few chocolate bar here. And let's say there's no new TSCB form, then of course there is a slight possibility to see the NASDAQ coming down to this point again. Not say it will, but it's just a possibility. All right, so traders, you may want to just note this here today. But I don't think, I personally don't think, but again, we just play devil advocate. In case things really happen, you should know what to look out for. So this is for the NASDAQ, okay? But for today, NASDAQ now, as long as the market stays above OP, still okay. But because the KSI is red and it's near the P2, so the probability of the NASDAQ coming down to pivot 2 is a bit higher. Okay? All right. Thanks. S&P 500. Now, S&P 500, you can see the chart again. I clean out the chart. I will draw it new for Monday. But today is pretty clear. We have a MA30 slightly closer right now. So S&P 500, as long as the, this is not, this is the 95%. Right, as long as okay, you should be able to see S&P slightly fairer. Now S&P 500, the MA30 is at 40.92. So overall, it's still right okay. So no much real concern for time being. Let's put the S&P chart in. Okay, but in terms of the KSI, it's not good. KSI is actually red, and it's also a zebra formation, yellow, red. So also expect some bigger movement to come. All right, so I'm going to give it to you right now because the range is about the same for today's pivot. All right, but today S&P is not, S&P is not an inverse pivot. So you see that, right? Today only the Dow is inverse pivot. NASDAQ and S&P, they are not inverse pivot. So that means that it doesn't work the same way. You see that? Very incredible system, really very incredible system. It doesn't work the same way. So seriously, you need to really have the system to actually use it properly. Okay, so we just do a bit of simple idea. Let's check now the difference between them. So the difference between them is about how many points is that? 26, 82. So that is a range of 24 plus 32. So that is, oh God, shit. Okay, so that is about 56 points, all right? So that means the upside here is south and the downside, longer term potential, because this is a zebra, right? And the KSI is red, right? So what I can say is this, if the downside will come in, right, we should see about 40, 0, 56, about 70. Okay, which means that, right, if the market come down, S&P can drop all the way to 4070. And if I'm not wrong, it's somewhere near here. There's a chocolate bar somewhere here. On the upside, right, if the market goes up, right, there you can see 42, 56. So, right, about, say, this 18, 56, about, 82 plus 56. Oh, gosh, shit. Okay, 6, 8. All right, 38. Yeah. All right. Am I right? Should be. Okay. So that means that this is the range that the S&P could be going now, 42.38 or 40.70. All right, around there. Okay. But at the moment now, we are seeing that the Hang Seng has recovered. Okay, let's just bring Hang Seng right in now. Yeah, let me just stick my number. Yeah, hold on. Now this is Hang Seng. Oh, Hang Seng has went up already. Oh, okay. Hang Seng is strong because the KSI is green in color. Hang Seng is strong. It went up to touch the 28,848 level. All right. So that is what is happening right now. But there's some resistance at the moment, but still looks good. Okay. All right. So So I covered the here. Let's look at DAX. Oh, China A50. All right. Okay, hold on. Oh, China A50 is no wonder Hang Seng got strength. China A50 has recovered strongly above the MA30. China A50 has recovered above the above MA30. This morning it gapped down, right? But after that it goes up. So seemingly it's trying to stay above the MA30. Okay, MA30 is 17,145. So that's why you can see the market is actually pulling up. So the market doesn't seem to be worried about this whole thing, this text here. So I told you guys, it's something that we all know. So the market don't really bother. It's like maybe more like a heap of relief that this is over. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing right now for the market. Okay, cool. Let's continue. All right, DAX. DAX, well, you can see yesterday the market stayed above MLP perfectly. Oh my God, look at it. Look at the MLP. Anyone bought MLP yesterday? Look at it. The MLP was here, and look at the way the DAX hit the low and then rebound. This is cool, right? So that's why the MLP is a very powerful, simple and usable technique. So today MLP will be somewhere here, about 15,270 level. So somewhere around there. Okay, MA30 is slightly higher now at 15,122. So it should be quite okay lah. Today DAX should be still okay. Right, at the moment now, Hang Seng is still going up higher. So that's why I say that not every day is a short, okay? You must also follow the rules, follow the KSI, and do what you need to do, okay, guys? Don't think that every day is a short, okay? All right, that is the indices right now. Okay, done. Okay, let's look at our commodities, okay? Now, yesterday, gold was quite interesting. Gold basically opening price already just to go down all the way. Every time it recover, it go down. Every time it go down, it just gets sold off. Why is that so? Yesterday, the P2 was there. Remember, the P2 was there. So now the question is this, is the gold bulls back in the driver's seat? Some people say that. Or is it a routine downside correction? So again, two sides of the coin. Some are bullish, some are bearish. Now let's look at the dollar first. Let's take a look. Dollar. Yeah, 1 moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, the dollar. Now, US dollar yesterday was pretty flat. So there was no much indication. All right. There was some upside in the last part. After Biden came on the news, right, the dollar went up. Because you must know that when there's increment of tax, there will be increment of this demand for the US dollar. So that's why when that happened itself, right, you can see that immediately the US dollar went up. And that is the one that drive the gold even lower. So this is the chart, everybody. Come on, man. I've been saying this many times. Opening price and pivot 2. I already told you guys. Below OP, below pivot 2. Can you tell me what should you do? Everybody who's online right now, right? Remember, if any market is below OP and below pivot 2, can you tell me what should you be doing? I wait for you guys. Below OP, below pivot 2. Any market, any, as long as you have my system, you can call me anywhere in the world and say, Cal, if the market is trading below OP and below pivot 2, my upfront first answer and only answer will be short, sell. Don't think, just follow, okay? Basically, the rule of thumb is so simple. CCYR. Color change from yellow to red, you sell. That's all, my friends. I don't know why people are buying yesterday. And I mentioned that, right, when the market is below P2, KCX itself, right, the upside will be actually got resistance. So let's go through this motion. First of all, the first wave come in. The market went below OP and went below pivot 2. You sell, you make. Your stop loss level is here. The next one, you do that again. Right, CCYR, you sell, you make. You repeat the step again. You sell, you make. You sell, you make. You sell, you make. You sell, maybe you lose. But that's very, very late. Dear all, look at it, my friends. Look at it. What does it tell you? This is very simple. So yesterday, I just kept on shorting the gold. All right, but you may say, Kel, but there was KCX at the bottom, right? Yes, I told you before, guys. When the market is below OP and below pivot 2, the pivot 2 will have a stronger weightage. And you notice this, yesterday pivot 2 and the OP is so near one another. It's a stack, right? So which means that the market is a sell. I mean, that is how it works. You just have to sell. Wow, you guys are making already money, right? Okay. Oh, Pius want to do a weekly Friday thingy. Oh, okay. At 9:30 p.m. 9:30 p.m. The drink will stop at 10:30, my friend. Serious? Or we just drink at home. Okay, guys, indeed. All right, it's a sell. You can see that it is a sell. You just have to go in to sell. Yes, indeed, guys. You just have to follow the rules. That is how you need to do, guys. Okay. All right. Is it Hong Kong doing well? Let's look at Hong Kong now. Okay. Wow, Hong Kong went up so much. Okay, congratulations. Ooh. Wow, you see that? Incredible. You see? Dang. Oh my God, look at the TSCB. Oh my God, look at it. Look at the TSCB, the way it bounces at the TSCB and shoot right up. Oh my God, this TSCB is crazy. It's insane. Look at it. The low of the TSCB, the point it touched TSCB and rebounded. Oh shit. Look at it. It's as if that they know, man. This is incredible. This is crazy stuff, guys. This is really incredible. So guys, we have a winning formula here, guys. We really have. We really have. Don't you think so? Yeah? Okay, cool. All right, so that is gold. So now let's go deep detail about what should we do with gold, okay? Now, yesterday, I already tell you what to do with gold. I'm not too sure how many of you heard me. I told you guys to be a bit careful on the long side. I hope you did. Okay, so let's look at the long-term chart on gold first, okay? The long-term chart. Okay, now long-term wise, the gold seems to be still hovering. It's still doing pretty okay. All right, let's give me a moment. Okay, yeah. All right, thanks. Okay, so the long-term chart looks like still on a downtrend channel, but there is an inversion from the bottom, so it looks good. Okay, now the only concern is this. Everybody look at the bottom of the screen right now, the RSI. I did put a 61 RSI point there because I got it from here. 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 I got it from, yeah. Okay. So when the market basically hit 61, I realized that commonly there will be a pullback. If the market can cross 61, that means the market will go into a very big buy up. Can you see that? Look at the trick there. All right. RSI can play in a very different way. All right. So that was whereby I was a little bit concerned over here when I saw the market RSI went to 61. The market did went up as expected, but very fast it came back down. Very fast it came back down. And that's why I start to tell you guys for gold, don't buy anymore, stay short. And of course, if you have followed, those who have listened, they will have actually profited from gold this way. So now what are we seeing here? I'm seeing 61. Okay, so free gift again, guys, free gift, okay? Now, do note different brokers will have different RSI reading because of the different in price range. Yeah, the opening price, the closing price, all these will change the RSI reading. So that's why the problem is you guys, if you're using a different platform, right, we will have problem communicating. So guys, now take note, okay? This is the very important level to watch out for, the RSI reading at 61. So I'm going to say this up front. If the RSI reading can go past 61, we will see upside. Okay, maybe to the MA200, maybe. All right, but on the flip note, if the market stays down, all right, we do see that periodically the price will come down quite a bit. So that's why for gold At the moment now, as long as above OP for the day, you're safe. Gold has to stay above OP for safety. So watch out for that, okay? That's very, very important. So today, gold is very important, must stay above OP. Now, today's OP for gold is 1783. So as long as gold stay above 1783, you're fine. 1783. Okay, so it's running now. Now, gold today, all right, based on the MA30, right, is still way above it. So you're safe on the long side. Overall, looks good. All right, overall looks good. MLP for today, we are now at MLP 1788. 1788, okay? So which means that today 1788 is the MLP level. If gold can stay above MLP, upside. Very clear. If the market down touch MLP, cannot stay, go down. If it goes below 1783, trouble. Okay, so I'm going to be upfront here. If the market stay above 1788, the gold will go higher. All right. If the gold pulls back and go below 1783, there will be selling. All right. So two numbers for you today: 1788, which is right now; 1783 later, if you just go down. All right. Thank you, Cynthia. Once again, we have lovely, lovely seniors here. Really. Okay. So that is a conventional chart that I'm sharing with you right now. Two numbers for you. Okay. All right. Conventional, done. Weekly, still there. Try to see, you stay above the weekly chart. If you can firm above it, then the trend may change in total. Now, silver, all right, yesterday has pulled back already. As you can see, it pulled back to the MLP. It's at $26.33, but it's still above the 2 MA and above, it break the trend line. So silver do seem to have a chance of going higher, all right? So let's just watch this very, very closely, okay? All right, so that is the silver movement. Okay, let's look at our TWB chart for today. Now, today, silver. Gold has a bit of problem. All right, a bit of problem. Why? Because the opening price for gold today is actually below P2, but now it's trading above OP. So which means that the market will have this uncertainty zone. But because the KSI is green in color and there's no blue bars at the bottom, to buy is still reasonably acceptable. Which means that if the market stays above OP, you feel like buying, right? You can buy all the way towards this price, 1793. All right, if the market can cross above P2, then maybe the gold will go even higher. So for today now, right now we're at MLP level. So I will just say that wait for a while. If the market can cross above MLP level and also start to go higher on the intraday chart, then gold can go to 1793. Okay, it go to 1793 level. Okay, that is what I'm looking at. But if gold really pull back down, goes below OP, there will be some selling. But because the KSI is green, the downside should be quite limited. Okay, the downside should be quite limited. Now, for those who are buying gold, right? If you're buying gold and if you're going to stay above OP for today, my target is still 1805. My target is still at 1805 level. Okay? All right, if you're buying gold and you want to keep it for a longer term, my target is still 1805 level. Okay? Cool, huh? Okay, that is gold for today's sharing. All right, just to make sure I cover gold this time around. Okay, guys. Done. Okay. All right. So I have done and covered everything. Oh, sorry, I forgot to cover crude oil. Quick one. Crude oil. Hey, where's my crude oil? I took away. Sorry, I took away my crude oil. Never mind. I will do it on Monday then. Apology. Okay, all right. Now we can see that as gold is trading above the 1789. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. Quick one. Wow, look at it, mounting up, right? Mounting up. All right. So for gold, yeah, 1788. Watch out for that. The midpoint there. Okay, done. Okay, so we have come to the part 1 of today's MAO. We're going to do part 2 right now. Part 2 is the alternate market views. If you want to stay on, please stay on. If you think that you have enough, you can now leave. Now, market, the alternate market views is whereby I talk about the negative side, the bearish side, because now market is very bullish, right? So the alternate view must be bearish, lah. So this second part is a bit shorter, much shorter. We talk about how I view or how the boys are, how the big boys are moving with the market, and we talk about, right, what are the key factors to watch out for. And all these charts that I plucked out is mostly from Bloomberg, and not because I have Bloomberg, it's not I have. It's just that I follow a very powerful this what they call website, okay, and they do a lot of this sort of sharing. Now, the reason why I don't want you to have this website, even though you may know it, because they are actually very negative. Almost all the articles are negative, so I don't want you to be influenced by them. I'm just taking out. Actually, I'm very selective with the articles. I only pick out the better ones for you guys. Okay. All right. So we will give you a few more seconds for you to stay on, or you want to leave. All right. For those who make money, congratulations once again. Congratulations. All right, Eugene, great job, Eugene. Okay, all right, so let's continue the second part, the alternate market views, okay? So the bear want to storm, the bull want to rise, okay? It's always like that. It's always like that. Okay, first of all, yesterday I tell you guys that although the VIX indicator came down, right, it actually will be a buying opportunity. And those who caught the hint, if you bought the VIX yesterday, you have made yourself some money as VIX shoot up upon Biden news, all right? So obviously, when Biden came out, the news, the stock market rattled a little bit. So immediately we saw the VIX indicator shoot up. Okay, back to 20 level. But 20 level is still at the MAO level, all right? Now, what is incredible is this. This is something that I need you to twist a bit of your mind, is that we saw the 30 years, 10 years, 30 years, 5 years all coming down. Basically, it came down now to the March point, okay, the time where we saw the yield going up. The question I would like to ask is this. At this moment now, we do see the yield coming off, right? But the Dow Jones also coming off, all right? So the question is this, okay? When the yields was going up, the Dow Jones was also down, then try to go up, down, go up, right? Now the thing is the yield come down. So by logic, right, the Dow should go up instead. But why the Dow is coming off? So that is a question mark here. So the next question I'll ask is, if let's say for some reason, if the yield goes up, if it goes up, right, then the Dow, what will happen? Then that is where I fear for the worst is that the Dow may really go down. So that is the reason why I want you guys to watch out for the yield curve and check the Dow Jones or the equity market at the same time. But at the moment now, it seems to be with the yield down, right, it should be good for the equity market, but apparently it's not following through. So somewhere it's actually wrong. Somewhere it's actually wrong. Okay. And the dollar index, you can see that, right, the Bloomberg dollar index, right, incredibly a bit different from what you just saw earlier with the one that we know. Apparently the dollar index, right, is started to firm itself. And the 1130 level, that is the Bloomberg dollar index. And the 113 have been a pretty strong support previously. So I suspect that, right, the dollar index will be going higher. And if dollar index go higher itself, right, the dollar go higher, obviously the US related counters will actually have downside. So that's why I would say that for gold traders, right, as much as I'm positive overall, but we just have to go slow, okay? Let's go slow. And the last one, this is actually the US population that is exposed to the COVID-19 through infection or vaccination. That means that we're talking about, okay, people who went for the jab, but they still, got the problem, all right? So you can see that since last year until now, the population that basically still having a problem is going up very steadily, and it's right in the lower band and the upper band is about same. So which means that, right, actually, even though the vaccination is ongoing, but people are still getting hurt or at least getting sick. And that is whereby, right, it's getting very dangerous because this one keep on going in this manner itself, right? There's no sign of reprieve. And again, if the things get explosive, and let's say if the B5, the BV1 comes in, if the market really have to close economy again, this time now, I really think that the market will go into chaos. So this is something that to share with you that the America side itself, right, they are not having the best of the time. So traders, just take note of this and do your own homework and get yourself ready. And this is going to be cool, right? Okay, guys, that will be the end for today's MAO. Once again, thank you for staying on. All right. I will see you guys at 2 p.m. later for the cryptocurrency MAO. All right. Till then, again, if not, then I'll see you guys on Monday at about same time here. Take care. Have a great day. Don't forget, Saturday, we have our this TWB social network trading briefing. If you are interested, contact Keng Hua. He'll explain more with you, and then I'll see you. All right, guys. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.